Test, 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 test. Let me know if anyone can see this. So yeah, I'm working on my video today, and I was noticing that it looks like T-Series will surpass Pewdiepie. So I thought I'd stream while it happens. And I'm working on a video, so this is just going to be a boring stream watching me edit video and try to find a piece of footage. I'll probably be AFK quite a bit, trying to find stuff. So this new vlog series I'm doing, Random Access Memory, is all about looking at old footage and just finding random stuff. Diamonds in the rough. Yo, hello everyone. It's been a long time. Riveting stuff. That's right. It's gonna be riveting. Very riveting. Let's see if I can get my other screen up as another inlay so you can see my video editing stuff. You can see the magic as it happens. Rohan is here. He's downstairs. I'll get him in a minute. I'm probably just going to let this thing roll for the next 5 hours, and it won't be like a video that stays up live on this channel because it'll be super boring most likely. But yeah, that's right. World War III, the important things. T-Series versus Pewdiepie. T-Series is going to win today, and my prediction is based on the fact that they did this Arabic cover. It's like, I guess, a redo version of Dilbar, which is a redo of an old song, Dilbar, from, I don't know when it was, when the first Dilbar came out. It was a long time ago. But the new Dilbar has gotten, I want to say, like, over 500 million, maybe more than that if you add all, because T-Series has uploaded it like 20 times and different things. But yeah, I think we're going to see it. I think we're going to see it in the next hour. It's going to happen. T-Series is going to beat Pewdiepie. And I think, honestly, that was a really smart move by Bhushan Kumar. He did this, translating that song into Arabic. If you go and look at that video, the Dilbar in Arabic, there's all these people from Afghanistan, Pakistan, people commenting in Urdu, people commenting in Arabic. That was a really, really smart marketing move. I think that's going to be the final push. Because, I mean, you think about the amount of people who speak Urdu, Arabic in the world. I mean, it's got to be close to 1 billion people. If he gets a 0.5 percentage point of those people who are commenting to subscribe, that's like 1 million subscribers right there. So, I mean, that'll vaunt, you know, him over Pewdiepie. So it's kind of, it was a really smart move by T-Series. Very smart. Yeah, T-Series will win. Pewdiepie should live stream it while naked. That would be pretty good. Yeah, so this is gonna be a pretty boring stream. You're gonna see, well, you know, unless you're interested in video editing, get to see me edit my new video. It's just, you know, I'm of course randomly piggybacking. This is totally a cheese move. I was like, oh man, I guarantee it's gonna happen. He's gonna get past in the next, I don't know. Who's making bets? I mean, they only have 15,000 more to go. I mean, it could happen in the next 10 minutes, I feel like. So, but yeah, when I saw that Arabic one, I was like, that's it. That's it. I mean, if the population of Islamabad or like 1/10 of Dubai subscribes, done. It's over. All right, so yeah, the video we're working on is called Random Access Memory, and right now, let me see if I can get this other screen popping up here. Yep, that'll do it. Yeah, okay. All right, let me just make it smaller though. Dilbar, Dilbar. All right, yeah. Trying to see what I'm working on. So I've got this, I'm going to be capturing some old footage. I have no idea what's on this. Actually, I have no idea what's on this. I mean, it's not like I video anything like scandalous or anything, but I don't even know. I don't know what's on this thing. Well, let's just find out. I've got all these old, I call them high 8 videotapes. I've got over, apparently, I thought I had 59 hours, but I just found some other tapes I haven't captured yet. And there's one, after capturing 59 hours of footage, there's one clip that I saw myself, I thought capture, one clip, one 30-second clip that I'm referencing in today's video. And I've looked through 50 hours of footage scrolling through it this morning. Can't find this one stupid clip. I know I captured it. And now I can't find where the tapes are. Like they were all right here. What did I do with them? When the hurricane came and it just messed it. The hurricane came. The hurricane came. I bet I put them. I mean, I wish I could go like mobile. Is there a way to hook up my phone somehow through Bluetooth to my computer so you could see my lot? Wait a minute. Maybe there is. Wait a minute. What if I use my GoPro? Then I could be mobile around the house. How cool would that be? And then you could see. Let's see if it works. Okay. GoPro. Wait, that's not what I'm looking for. GoPro. GoPro quick. How is everyone's Sunday, Monday, whatever it is? This is my Sunday. It's my only day off. I was going to go surfing. We actually have some surf right now. But then I decided to do some editing. Check for new cloud media. Yeah. That won't work. Get out of here. Uh-oh. No, still it's a 14K difference. That's, I mean, this whole thing has actually been very good for Pewdiepie. He's got more subscribers for the last 3 months due to this stupid war, World War III, than probably the previous year. So it's pretty funny. The whole thing is just silly. All right. Adding media. Hold on. Adding media view. Create. Adding media. Is there a way to just access my camera live? See, that would be pretty cool. All right, here, I'll look it up. I don't know how else to do it. Access GoPro feed from computer. How to live stream a GoPro to a PC. That's right, I watched this video and it was so confusing. Some people can use VLC. Control from PC. I'm sure there's a way to do this. Live stream to GoPro Hero 4 on your computer. You got to do some mild hacking, I guess. Yeah, open your web browser. Wait, connect the computer to the GoPro camera Wi-Fi. Open terminal. Yeah, see, I can't do that because I'm streaming. It'll be too much of a pain. All right, well, you're not going to be able to see me. I'm going to be AFK for a minute because I'm pretty sure I just realized where I put all those tapes. So we had, when the hurricane was coming, I made this 2 panic rooms. One was the downstairs bathroom because it doesn't have any way to get into it. There's no windows, or, you know, it's like underneath this. Well, it's not really underneath the stairwell, but it's underneath all the top rooms, and there's no exposure to an exterior wall. That's what I'm trying to say. So I thought that would be a good place. I had like pillows stacked in there and blankets. And then in another room, I made up my technology panic room. I put my computer in there, my cameras, my violin. I put it all like up a little bit just so that it wouldn't get wet if the flood hit. Oh, thanks. Thank you for the encouraging words, Princess. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm committed this time. Trying to get this second vlog is really hard because I've I'm just so all over the place in terms of what I want to talk about, and I go off on forward tangent rants a lot, and I'm tempted to put some of those in there. I've written this intro to this vlog 3 times now, and it was going too long. It's like 6 minutes when I record. I was like, oh, this will be about a 3-minute intro, and it ended up being like 6 minutes. And so then I had to kind of start from scratch. Hey. I think the cat might have gotten stuck in something back there. I need to be sure not to leave the attic door open. The cat will get stuck in there, and then we'll have a Edgar Allan Poe black cat scenario. Rohan's not still asleep. He's awake. But anyways, yeah, so I've just been kind of confused exactly how to keep this new vlog series, Random Access Memory, on track, because it's the purpose of it is to go back and look at my life, not really talk about this week, but talk about like random things, you know. So this I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what the format's going to be, but we'll see. We're kind of trying to figure it out as we go along. So, and I do appreciate the support and the encouragement, and there will be a new video today. And so if you're bored and you want to check back in every, you know, couple hours, if you're awake, yeah, just come back and see me. I'll just probably leave this thing running while I edit this thing. This is what I've got so far. Oh wait, out of curiosity, let's see. Let's just see. So here, this is true random access memory. I have no idea what's on this clip, on this tape. So let's just hope it's not some. Hey, I'm connected. Yeah, no, I am connected, aren't I? Hold on 1 second. Dilber, Dilber. This is the stupidest video. I'm sorry, there's a clicking sound in my headphones. You're probably going to be getting it too until I press play on this. Oh, this is one of the dumbest ideas I've ever. I had so many stupid ideas before I even started this YouTube channel. This was before I started the YouTube channel. There's a scene in Departed. Here, I'll just show you the scene in Departed that inspired this video. I need to change the name of the stream if we're gonna do this. Hold on 1 second. Can I change the name of the stream? Hello, YouTube people. Create. I change thumbnail. Basic info. There it is. Okay, Surfing Violence stream. We'll call it Random Access Memory. Oh, I probably, for clickbait, should put Pewdiepie versus TSERIES live World War III commentary / random access memory editing stream. How's that for some really ham-handed marketing there? Okay, so anyways, let me just show you this scene from from The Departed. So there's this scene in The Departed. Let's see if we can find it. It's a little violent, so just brace yourself for a little violence here. The Departed. Spoiler. There's a huge spoiler. Elevator. Huge spoiler. Brace yourself for a lot of gore. Okay, so this is turning from a G-rated stream. Warning. And there's a reason for me showing this. Okay, maybe I'll just scrub through it or something. If you haven't seen this, you don't watch it. We just turned into an R-rated stream because of a non-skippable ad. The Exorcist Part 85, the beginning, the possession of Hannah Grace. Okay, so here he is, Matt Damon. Matt Damon. He's walking up. Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio's like, oh, I'm gonna get you, man. I finally got you, man. I'm the man. I'm the best rat there ever was. And then this guy, man. Wait a minute, I forgot that guy was in this movie. He's like, what has that guy been in? Wait a minute. Is that the guy from Kangaroo Jack? Is that the guy from Kangaroo Jack? Anthony Anderson. Anthony Anderson. He was in The Departed. The Kangaroo Jack guy's in The Departed? I totally forgot that. I don't think I realized that. So, okay, he's like, oh, you better not do this. You're a filthy rat. And Leonardo DiCaprio's like, oh, no, don't kill me. I've got to get this guy. He's the real rat. I'm a good guy, I promise. And he is the good guy. And then he's like, oh, yeah, you're going in. He said, why don't you just kill me? Matt Damon's like, why don't you just kill me? I can't handle this. And then, giant spoiler, the door opens and Leonardo DiCaprio gets his head blown off. And this guy comes in the elevator with him, is like, hey, man, I'm on your side. And then the other cop's like, oh, no, this is crazy. Leonardo DiCaprio was right the whole time. Matt Damon's a baddie. And then, boom, that guy shoots the other cop. Boom, he's dead now. And then, and Matt Damon's like, oh, guess what? I don't want any witnesses, so, oh, yeah, let me see that gun. Ha, oh, you're such a my buddy. Ha, see you later, dude. So we saw that. We thought, I mean, this is like the ultimate quadruple cross, It's like, huh, you thought you knew what the twist was? Guess what? There's another twist. And guess what? There's a twist inside that twist. And guess what? There's a twist inside the twist inside the twist. And then actually you see at the end of the movie. And then there's another twist at epilogue twist. So there were so many twists in this movie, we decided to make this thing probably one of the stupidest things we've ever done. Let's see. Stupid Departed spoof. Let's see if it'll come. Hey, no, there's a video signal. What are you talking about? Come on, let's see if. Oh man, you OBS, please show this.
I should have like blood on my face for action.
Hello? Psst. It's not showing up. Oh wait, there it is.
I should have like blood on my face for action.
OBS is not going to show it. Come on, man.
Action.
OBS is not going to show it. You can't see it. Well, that defeats the whole purpose. So there's some sort of graphic issue. Is there another way I could do this?
Action.
Psst.
Action.
I don't know.
Psst.
It's
Action.
not showing up. Oh man, if you could see what I see. I'm dressed like Red Riding Hood. Man, my fashion is so bad. I'm such an idiot. I'm wearing these baggy jeans shorts. I look like such a dweeb. And I'm like, how's my stance? I'm acting like this is like some really big. This is my acting moment here.
Alright.
I know how I can do this. I know how I can. I got it. I got it. I got it, guys. Yeah, I got it. Necessity is the mother of invention here. Hey, come on. I'll film the camera. Man, this is like video captureception here. For those just tuning in, you're watching my editing process, which is, man, it's so exciting. I mean, it's just so exciting. Come on. I think it lost it again. Yeah, it lost it. Oh, okay. Well, you can at least see. Okay, so this is, you can see what I just captured. So my buddy Jim, he's playing like Leonardo DiCaprio, and he shoots the first rat, and then someone says, "Psst." He turns around, and it's me, and I shoot him, and he turns it around. All right, and then I turn around. Oh, that's the other thing we're kind of, the Dear Sister sketch SNL did. There's probably a little bit of Dear Sister sketch. What do I do except YouTube? I'm working a job for a company called Regency DRT. It's called disaster response. So we do mold and water mitigation. So we just had a giant hurricane hit our area. So many of the houses in this area are just, I mean, it's bad. Like there's a lot of water damage. And, you know, in India, I think you still use plaster typically for walls, but almost every house in our area uses drywall. And drywall, and we live in a pretty humid area, and drywall, if it gets wet at all, it just becomes like a factory for mold. So we have a lot of mold problems in this area. And you would think that in 2018 we would build our roofs better, but apparently not. If you drive in our town right now, it's just blue tarps everywhere. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Is I worked 65 hours this week, so yeah, no, I won't be able to come back to India for 10 years probably. Why don't I apply as a voice artist at Screen Junkies? Yeah, that'd be great, but I mean, they don't care. I mean, good voiceover people are a dime a dozen. Yeah, so that's exactly Vince Smoke. That's exactly the idea. So we pan from like him to me, and then someone shoots me, and then my teddy bear shoots me, the person who shoots me, and then someone else shoots the teddy bear, and then the gag is at the end of the video. We pull back, and there's like a line of people like taking tickets. That's actually man. You know, none of these ideas were original. Now that I think of it, there was Dear Sister sketch from SNL, and then there was in National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon, which is a hilarious spoof, making fun of the Lethal Weapon movies. It's Emilio Estevez and Samuel L. Jackson, and there's this one scene where Emilio Estevez is doing this fight scene in this factory, and the camera pulls back, and it shows the guys that are fighting him coming in and taking numbers to be the next person that fights them, and these guys are walking by carrying a pane of glass and like, hold it, okay, there, and then he kicks the guy through the glass. Anyways, so there's a lot of references to a lot of different jokes in this one. Why am I not coming back to India? We don't have the money to do that. My dad's health is pretty bad, so we ran out of money. We did not make enough money through YouTube, and yeah, it's a series of bad financial decisions years ago that I didn't invest properly, you know. So listen to your parents, get the boring job up front where you can save money and prepare for the future better. And so I'm having to do the boring job now. I mean, it's a good job. It's the best job I've had since I got back from India. It's teaching me a lot about construction and important things. So I've always been more of the artsy fartsy, you know, musician type, video guy, whatever, aspiring artist. But I've turned into a starving artist in the course of the last 5 years. And so got to support the family, you know, got to be more responsible. So worked a 66-hour week this week, and yeah, the goal is to get to 70-hour weeks, and still try to get back doing YouTube in my free time. It's just not much of it. So today I'm editing. I'm really actually surprised. I don't know. Pewdiepie must just have had the meme armies in full effect today. That TSERIES was within 14,000 just a few minutes ago, and now it's the gap has expanded to 17. But I think y'all are right. I think TSERIES gets it by tonight, U.S. time, I would say. Oh, I haven't heard of this debate, pro JBP or ContraPoints. I don't know what is ContraPoints. ContraPoints. Enlighten me. Too lazy to do a search right now. And yeah, thanks, Costo. Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, he's fine mentally, but he just can't really leave the house, and so me and Melissa have kind of been tag teaming in terms of being available, because my mom works, I mean, a 65-hour week job, and so me and Melissa have been kind of tag teaming, being the person to be here for Dad and taking him to the doctor and all that kind of stuff. All right, let me see if I can find this webcam. Hold on. the theme of this next video is talking about being a mess. And I am a mess. This is one of the things this job is teaching me, and it's good. They've upgraded me to crew chief, so that means I have my own van, at least in this crisis scenario when we're doing so many of these like, what would you say? We call it catastrophe work, I guess you would call it. Where it's just kind of a all hands on deck. You do what you can. Okay, let's see if this thing will work. And but having to keep my van organized, like I'll get it organized at the beginning of the day, and then by the end of the day, it's already a mess. So, trying to not be messy is one of the goals right now. ContraPoints is left-leaning YouTube channel by a trans guy. JBP. I of course, yeah, I know JBP. I am a fan of JBP. We actually, I have Audible.com, and so I can get like a free, well, you know, you pay $10 a month to get an audiobook every month. So his book, Maps of Meaning, his old book before 12 Rules for Life and all that, he did the reading of it. And I mean, normally it's pretty expensive. So I got it for, you know, the low Audible price. And I was listening to it, and it's really, I mean, this was written back in the 90s, I believe. And I would say, honestly, I don't think it's a very good book because it's kind of, it's too hard to listen to. You would need to like look at the diagrams and stuff like that. But just so much of what he says is stuff that has need to be said in mainstream society for a long time. I mean, it's kind of just getting back to the basics of personal responsibility in a crazy world. And so I haven't heard their debates, but in general, I haven't always taken, I don't necessarily like JBP's Twitter stream as much as I like his podcast. I really like his podcast. And the new book, 12 Rules for Life, I haven't finished reading it. Again, like his writing style doesn't work for me as much as his speaking style does. I'm trying to write a book called Building a Better Me, and it's made me be more critical of my own style. And I realize, well, you know, just the way I'm talking now, it's very extemporaneous. I follow this little path, and I follow this little path, and it's real ADD. And I just don't think that makes for a very good book in the long term. Like in the short term, you're like, wow, there's a lot of good stuff here, but the connections, they just don't seem to. Yeah, I don't know. The mind just needs things to connect ideas together, and I feel like that sort of ADD, off the top of your head manner of writing a book just doesn't make the ideas stick. I think that the books that stick with me the best is like Lord of the Flies, Brave New World, 1984, Animal Farm, even, like, you know, the classic typical high school books you're supposed to read, but the imagery has stuck with me because there's the metaphor holds, and it applies. It doesn't matter that Orwell was a socialist or that Huxley was a drug, you know, crazed, wacky philosopher. Brave New World in 1984, just, I mean, 100 years from the time of their publication will still have something to tell us, I feel like. So those are the kind of things I like to write. I mean, granted, my first book is not going to be fiction, but I'm just trying to get that. I think of the best book I can think of. I'm also reading another Orwell book right now that JBP actually recommends, which I do recommend. It's called The Road to Wigan Pier, and he wrote it for the Socialist Book Club. And ironically, like the Socialist Book Club, they actually kind of hated the book because he was just so ruthlessly honest about the plight of the working class poor, and portraying it actually kind of went against a lot of the theories that the Socialist Book Club was putting out. And basically, Orwell, who was a socialist, played devil's advocate and said, well, what are the things that are wrong about our view of the world? And so it made it a much more probing observation on working class struggles. And but I read it still, and I find it too at arm's length. It's like, in order to really understand the working class struggle, you have to be part of the working class. And I think I can say that now because I am part of the working class, more so than I've ever been in my life. And it just puts things in perspective. You can have a lot of highfalutin ideas about how to change society, but until you've worked a job that includes toil, toil meaning like the Sisyphus task of rolling a boulder up and then having it go back down, and you have to go back up and watch it roll back down. Anybody who's worked at like the grunt level in the military or the government or for a business has felt like that, where you're doing the same thing every day, and you know that this particular job is going to be undone by somebody else's bureaucratic incompetence, and you're going to have to redo your work. You're going to have to undo your work, redo your work, and accept the blame for messing it up, even though it was a management issue. Like, once you feel that, then you realize this whole utopian ideal of bureaucracy solving the humankind's problems. You're like, yeah, okay, yeah, all right, that's good luck with that one. Anyways, so Road to Wigan Pier is pretty good. It's better than Catherine Boo's Beyond the Beautiful Forevers, which she wrote about a slum in Mumbai. And a lot of people like that book, and it's super thin. And, the comparison I give is between that book and The Corner, which David Simon, again, he comes from more of a socialist perspective on things, but he spent, a total like 15 years in the Baltimore area reporting on the drug war, reporting on the homicide detectives, and it just gave a very honest and well-informed, because he lived there. He was a participant observer, and he also, his partner writing the book was a member of the homicide department of the Baltimore Police Department. And then that same guy, I can't remember his name, Frost, I think, he went off and became a school teacher. And so they had this very comprehensive perspective, very informed by local culture, the reality on the ground. And it's the best book I've ever read in terms of reporting, in terms of true journalism, what we think of when we think of journalism. It's not this just appeal to sentiment. It's not just this arbitrary decree. This is what the reality is on the ground. Like, a woman from America can make that decree about a Mumbai slum. Give me a break. She was there 4 years. Big deal. I was in India 5 years, and I would never stoop to the kinds of just sweeping generalizations she makes about India in that book, Behind the Beautiful Forever. This is garbage report. I hate that book. And everyone's like, oh, it's just something. No, it's terrible. It's the same kind of, when Indians complain about colonialism, so much of this well-meaning, sort of, telling observational reporting from a Westerner about India that focuses on the muck, because that's what she does. She sits there and rails against the Indian police force. She sits there and rails against politicians, and there's a lot of truth in it, but there's not an understanding of why those circumstances are in play, and it just comes off as a very preachy outsider, and she's wrongly ascribing the sources of the problems is the problem that I have with that. Anyways, long tangent. But when I write my book, I don't want it to be like Road to Wigan Pier or Beyond the Beautiful Forevers. I want it to be more like David Simon's The Corner, which turned into The Wire. And I like my love of storytelling. The Wire is, and I still think it's one of the best TV shows ever made. Maybe the best. I don't know. There's the old argument, Breaking Bad versus The Wire. I think Breaking Bad is more artful. I think The Wire is more procedural, and it's hard to pick between the two because they both have such different designs. So it's almost, it's apples to oranges. Like, Breaking Bad is the best orange, and The Wire is the best apple. Anyways, that was a long tangent. I'll look at the old. So yeah, I don't know where all that came from, but yeah, YouTube pays for views, not for subscribers. Yeah, I will say this. I've wanted to say this in a video, but about PewDiePie. Guys, I mean, you're being. These complaints. I've got 1,800 comments on that one video where I was defending India, and the small Indian YouTuber. Some people mistook my tone in that I was defending T-Series. I was not. I'm not a fan of T-Series. I'm not a fan of corporations. I don't care if they're white, black, yellow, west, east. I don't care. Like, if they employ, I mean, we have a lot of businesses locally here in my hometown that employ the same sort of methods that T-Series does. You don't see me parading around like saying, "Oh, this is great," because they make, you know, tons of money. Like, I know they embarrass me. I don't want to reference those people. You don't see me saying, "Man, the British East India Company, that was a great, yeah, I mean, look how successful they were." Like, you know, I don't understand the jingoism behind siding with T-Series. Oh, PewDiePie made fun of me. He makes fun of have you watched any of his videos? He makes fun of 9/11. That should offend me. He's not American. Again, like people, so many people in the comments have said stuff like, "Oh, you know, you're just siding with him because he's a white dude or something." No, what? We're not even the same ethnicity, guys. That would be me like saying to you, "Hey, you know, I love it when I was walking around in India. People call me Angres." It didn't offend me. It didn't bother me. I just went around my day. But can you imagine if somebody saw you walking in Atlanta and called you Pakistani? And I know that happens. You get offended by that, right? But that's the same thing. Me and PewDiePie are as different ethnically, racially, culturally as you and some person from the other side of India that speaks a totally different language and y'all never been able to communicate to one another directly. So we are not the same. And T-Series doesn't represent you. T-Series represents crony capitalism at its most, like, greedy. Like, they're a bad representation of India. Just bad. So, no, I have no like love for T-Series at all. I love India. I don't love T-Series. Just in the same way, I don't love Disney. An American-made Disney. I hate Disney. I loathe Disney. I'm not going to go so far to say that. I might actually side with T-Series over Disney, but no, I don't. I don't love Google. I don't love Adobe. So, I mean, like, why do you, just because the company happens to be Indian, you're just going to throw your lot in with them? Like, I don't approve of T-Series methodology at all. You know, they were uploaded just 2 weeks ago. They uploaded a song from Singham. Singham? From what, 2012 or something like that? That's not a YouTube channel. So no, I have no love for T-Series. And people complain, again, people complaining about PewDiePie's racism. The way, when I watch it in context, it's a joke. It doesn't always work, but I think it's better than H3H3's jokes were. Again, PewDiePie makes fun of 9/11. That should be very, very offensive. Americans laugh at it. PewDiePie makes fun of one of his viewers like, "I'm doing my part in Romania." And she's stapling up or, you know, taping up, subscribe to PewDiePie somewhere in Romania. I'm probably getting the country wrong, actually. But here's PewDiePie's joke about that. He says, "They have tape in Romania?" Did all Romanians like, "Oh, that's it. That's it. Let's subscribe to T-Series. I know nothing about them and I don't care, but let's subscribe to him. He hurt my feelings because he insinuated that we're all so poor we don't have tape." Like, come on, guys. I mean, you act like PewDiePie's the second coming of the British Raj. He's not British, for crying out loud. Like, because he's white, he's British? Again, Angres. He's not Angres. Stop. Just stop. Anybody who speaks English in all of India, if they happen to be an Indian, are you going to call them Angres every time they speak English? No. Stop. Like, stop being such a baby about it. I'm serious. Like, all the people that are commenting, like 90% of those 1,800 comments on that video are just like, "So, well, oh, he's hurt our feelings. We're going to subscribe to this crappy channel." Go, good, fine. Whatever. Like, you do understand that you're really actually helping PewDiePie with this entire war, right? This is actually good for PewDiePie. And the audacity of people to say, "Oh, well, PewDiePie's actually the bigger fighter here. This is your T-Series is the little guy, you know, and he's overthrowing the Western oppression." That would be like saying some corner store in your neighborhood that has 10 employees, because they have 10 employees, it would be fair for them to have to go head to head with Ambani. "Oh, well, you know, I mean, that guy that has the corner store, that local restaurant, I mean, he's making money too. He has 10 employees. And people actually said that about PewDiePie. "Oh, PewDiePie's just as big as T. Look at how much money PewDiePie has."
compared to T-Series, are you actually saying that? They're actually making that comparison? And what I also love about this is that T-Series made their career off plagiarizing other artists. That's why the dude's dad was killed by the mob. So they stole, and now literally, you can go on T-Series right now. I started compiling a list of this. You can go on T-Series right now and just find a number of their music videos that are plagiarism of other artists that exist today. Are they paying royalties on that? Nope. Are they getting a copyright strike on it? Nope, because they're too powerful. They've got whole songs that are just totally copied from some other Pakistani movie or something like that. That's fine. No problem. So, yeah, I mean, you know, getting triggered by it, like, I think it's very juvenile. I mean, it's very juvenile to be so triggered by that. Like, PewDiePie makes fun of everyone, including Americans, including Romanians, including, I mean, just watch one of his videos. He makes fun of his own country. He makes fun of himself more than he makes fun of anyone else. So, I don't know. By feeding into it, you're just actually helping. So, if anything of what I said just right now, you know, triggered you, yeah, I understand. Yeah, I don't know. I think, you know, if you want to be a competitor on world stage, you have to understand that trash talk is a part of the game. Like, I mean, last night, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder fought a heavyweight fighting match. And when you see them before the press conference, they're saying all sorts of terrible things about each other. It's like, it's spectacle. Like, they're not actually meaning all that stuff. In the end, when that fight is over and they're both bloody, they hug each other, and man, that was a really good match. You know, good job. I think I should have won, but you know, I mean, I have respect for you because you hit the crap out of me. I mean, that's, you know, trash talk at that level is kind of part of the game. Yeah. Anyways. All right, sorry, I'm not supposed to be franting. I'm supposed to be editing. Movie reviews, nah, I'm pretty much done. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get back to old school YouTube. Someone asked me the other day if I was Hispanic in Chicago. Oh, okay, so I work with this guy Chris. Here, I'll show you a shot of Chris so you can see what he looks like. He'll be in today's video if I can ever get my crap together. What is that? Okay, this is Chris right here. There's Chris partaking of his vice. How does it feel to be an addict, Chris?
I'm losing right now. It's pissing me off.
Okay, so let me ask chat, what ethnicity do you think Chris is? I did not see Just Raid's video about TSERIES versus PewDiePie. I need to probably not. I'm sorry, guys, for commenting on any of this. I was not supposed to be commenting on any of it. I'm glad I did it live, though, I guess, instead of making a video about it. I did not see. Was it any good? Do you think Randy comes with the ADHD? Do you think Randy comes with the LSD? Probably the ADHD, yes. So, Chris... he looks kind of Latin American. He's not. So we were standing in line. Outback Steakhouse was giving out free food not long after the storm hit. You know, and there's just no place to get food in town. So they were handing out free burgers. So we're standing in line, and this Latin American guy comes up to Chris, and they go, "Hola, bienvenido." I don't know. You know, do you mind if I stay in line with you? That's what I think. I think the guy was trying to skip in line with us. And Chris looks at deadpan. He's like, "I'll speak Spanish," and turns away. Like, he gets mistaken for Latin American all the time. He's not. So, yeah. Yeah. That's unfortunate when that happens. He is Filipino. Hey, good. So I didn't. That's impressive, dude. He's half American, half Filipino. So yeah, but he does get. He does. Man, good eye. I did not pick it up. I did not pick it up. I mean, for all intents and purposes, Chris is an American, but yeah, he does get mistaken. He's one of those. And my other guy that I work a lot with, Kyle. You'll see him in today's video. He gets mistaken a lot. I mean, for all intents and purposes, again, he's a white dude, but in terms of culture, but he gets mistaken for another ethnicity quite a bit. Yeah, the only PewDiePie gets on my nerves too, to be honest. Like he doesn't always work for me. I feel like he's grandstanding a lot. I feel like a lot of his stuff is it's actually boring to me. When I appreciate PewDiePie is when he like calls out the Washington Post. When I appreciate PewDiePie is when he just comes up with these very random, lo-fi ways of telling a story on YouTube. I think he has a good sense of humor, and he reminds me of some of my. Well, actually, he kind of reminds me of this guy that's on the ground in this in this video right here. We would shoot these dub videos together before our YouTube career began, and yeah. So I mean, PewDiePie reminds me of that when he's at his best. When he's at his worst, I think there's a lot of grandstanding and a lot of drama following. But in some ways, I feel like he does a better job for me than Philly D or H3 of kind of just having his own voice in the whole thing. I think he is definitely a personality. Well, man, I thought for sure T-Series would have passed him already. They're now down by 22. So again, this is just good. Like the whole thing. I credit T-Series for they play their cards right. I do. Yeah, I mean, I honestly think this Dilbert thing was just a master play. So it was pretty smart. Filthy Frank. I mean, I think he may be the end of YouTube. To be honest, I think maybe he was the last YouTuber. I mean, PewDiePie in a way maybe is, but Filthy Frank was kind of like, if PewDiePie is the right wing guy, which I really don't think he is. I think he's kind of a centrist. But Filthy Frank was like this comedian coming from the left that was just, I mean, it was like if you took The Daily Show, Jon Stewart, and mixed it with Jackass. Like the guy just, what him and Max Mofo and iDubbbz did was just, I mean, I don't know. It's like, yeah, it is. It's like mixing old school MTV Jackass with Adult Swim Cartoon Network. I will watch some of those videos. I mean, my daughter is obsessed with old Filthy Frank, and I have not been able to watch those videos with her because they're both it'd just be too awkward. But I am actually amazed. Like I feel like their videos work on a lot of levels. It's satirical, but at the same time, like those guys are taking the punches, so to speak. Like they don't have any stunt man delivering them from the hair cake. They're actually eating the hair cake. Yeah, no, I have a lot of respect for him. I loved that music video that he did that came out in the dark, dancing in the dark, or yeah, I thought it was a good song. So I hope that Joe G's music career really heads in the right direction. Yeah, I got a soft spot for him. No, MTV is garbage now. You know what's ironic? So one of their, I guess it's them, one of their headliner shows, Floribama Shore, filmed here. Yeah, that's our legacy. Panama City. Yeah, I'm doing my best to try to reverse that kind of crap. Like I couldn't watch. I had a hard time watching a minute of that show or the trailer or whatever. It's just yeah, the absolute opposite direction of everything that is good and right in the universe. Oh, I've heard that. Ashish. Yeah, I'd heard about T-Series using Pitbull doing a collab with Pitbull. I don't know if that's just a rumor, but yeah, I mean that would, if this Dilbar in Arabic thing doesn't push them over the top, then that will definitely. I mean, I don't see any possible way to, beat that. Let me go see if I can find my videos so I can give him. Oh no, that was what I wanted to do first. I wanted to see if I can get a feed of this. So you can see my terribly stupid attempt at humor. What do I watch? We just finished Band of Brothers. This is probably the third time I've watched it. HP webcam 3110. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Really? Oh, man. How many screens can we have? Well, come on now. I'm sorry, hold on. This is going to be a little bit gross for a second. Dilbert. Yeah, just don't look at that for a second. I think this cord is going to always mess it up because it's going to be sitting on it. Maybe not. Well, you're not sitting on it, so why are you acting like you're sitting on it? Okay. I get a little more straight here. Okay, yeah, it's just a little bit crooked. I need it to get not so crooked. Yeah, so Band of Brothers we just finished. My daughter was crying, like profusely at the end of the show last night. We all were crying. Watched with my dad, mom, and daughter. So I'm thinking about starting back up the Pacific next. It's kind of like the sequel, to look into the Pacific Theater of World War II. And that one to me is really harder to watch. It's just so depressing. It's just painful. Okay, let me. Hey now. Oh man, hold on. Sorry. One more time. But yeah, I'm starting to watch Fixer Upper with my wife because I realize I'm going to have to be doing some building stuff. So might as well see how and that show actually started. Hello? What? Hello? That show started kind of late in their lives. So okay, I don't need to have this display capture right now because I got this. All right. Oh no, but we'll be using it for something else. Crap. How am I gonna do this? I got too many screens. How will I do this? Because if I oh, I know. I got it. No worries, I got it. Okay. So check this out. Okay, Stupid Departed spoof, take 2.
Braid him like that.
Hey, pause it. All right, Stupid Departed spoof, take 2. Hey, stop it. Stupid Departed spoof, take 2. Dilbert. Okay.
Like blood on my face. Action. Psst. Action. Psst.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Harshit. That's one of those things that I do tend to agree with Indians in terms of frustration. Like, I felt safer walking in Delhi at 1 in the morning than I would walking in Miami or Atlanta, I would say.
Too early. Okay.
So yeah, no, I do that. To be fair, though, that's pretty common. It's not just India that gets that stupid treatment. It's the sensationalism of the media. They do the same thing with the hurricanes that we lived through. And that's why a lot of people didn't leave for this one when people should have left, because they've been Chicken Little, you know, boy who cries wolf all the time, like, oh, you know, oh, this hurricane's gonna get you. It hits us and it's like 5-mile-an-hour winds. And we're like, what? We had a thunderstorm last week that was worse than this. So I feel like that's part of the sensationalism of the news media, that wherever they go, they gotta find the bad, dirty thing. So, and people tend to do that with stuff they don't understand. So I don't necessarily, honestly, think it's a conscious, like, colonial racist thing. I think it's more of that, like, trying to fish for views sort of sensationalism. And they just don't have any perspective. So anytime, you know, one of two things happens when someone goes into a new culture. They see only the bad things or only the good things, and there's like no in between for them.
Rolling. Action.
I don't know. I don't know about 2.0. I don't know. I feel like Bollywood's in a real, I mean, all of, not just Bollywood, but all of the Indian film industry is in a real rut right now.
Hey, you're good.
I think it's a waste of money. Yeah, I agree. I mean, but I feel like that about American movies too. I think they're getting way too big, and they're not actually making stuff that actually matters, you know? All right, I got to do some editing. I'm going to run out of time. I've talked a long time. All right, man, it's been an hour already? Gosh, time flies, guys. All right, hold on one second. Enjoy watching this silliest of stupidest parodies ever. Oh, see, here it is. Here it is. My bear is one of the villains. One of the twists is my bear shooting Leonardo DiCaprio.
Bang. Alright, it's rolling.
It's impossible.
You need like 2 strings. I didn't know what I was supposed to do.
How many people I got to work on this stupid... Man, that is weird.
Try it. You try it.
Alright, I'll be back in 1 second. AFK.
And action. Drums. Okay, let's try it again. Sorry. Action.
What are you doing here?
Swing your chest around so we can
Action.
get blood.
What are you doing here?
Action.
Wait. Someone will be back in a second.
I know, that's what I mean.
It's rolling.
I don't want to miss it.
So right here. You want that?
But you need to have it actually coming across.
It's hard to tell.
It can't be on top of the... Go. Action. Hold the gun out.
Alright, go ahead. There, and one more time.
Wait, hold on. He's got that gun like his arm's broken or something. I'm good.
Whenever you're ready. That was good. One more. Action. That's all the camera is.
Excuse me. Action.
Hold on.
Action. All right, ready?
I gotta get that shirt on too.
Ready, action. Oh, I'm sorry. Action.
Almost done.
Action.
I can't get the freaking shirt on. You had like 5 seconds to be on.
Action.
Oh man.
I'll take a gun, please. I'll take a gun today.
Action.
So I have lost these tapes. They've just disappeared. All this happened around the time the storm hit. And for the life of me, I cannot figure out where I would have put them.
Let me just see what that looked like. Girl. Just kill me now.
I'm taking you in, pal.
I think I should just go ahead and edit
I'm
this.
taking you in.
I overacted every single part of that.
Record him.
See, I'm Matt Damon. I'm playing the Matt Damon part. Matt Damon. What is the video? It's a parody of Departed, the end scene, and I don't know. I'm trying to get all the old stupid videos I filmed, and this will be. Man, look how overacting I am. Oh, but look at that blood! Oh, come on now.
We gotta move. We gotta cover for each other. We're partners now. Come on.
Oh man, that's a very cinematic look there, though. I mean, look at that performance.
Okay.
I don't know. I hope so. I'm wondering.
Oh, it is a documentary.
All right,
yeah.
recording.
But I mean, I'm capturing all old footage that we made, whether it was fiction or whatever. You know, I'm very frustrated. I don't know where all my old videotapes went. I wonder if we put them in a storage room.
We got to move. Quickly, we got to cover each other.
Hey, you freeze!
Who played Mark Wahlberg here? I don't know. I think probably the bear.
All right, action.
Wow, we really wanted that take. Well, we've done this like 20 times. I mean, but look at the blood. Look at the blood work. I mean, that's impressive.
We gotta get out. We gotta cover each other.
How many times did we wipe the door? That's a good question. I don't remember it. I mean, I remember that we did this. I don't remember doing it though. I don't know what year this was. I want to say it was probably
Okay. I'm a police officer.
2000. Well, I mean, it would have been right after The Party came out, probably. Right? So whatever year that was, 2006, 7? What are we filming here? This was another parody we did.
Oh wait. I got some of that.
This was talking about. You know what? This was actually kind of like the Jungle Raj thing I did with the TVF, where we had different Latin names for the different types of people, and so he was like, I can't remember. Look at that fake knife we made out of. We'll use a kitchen knife for his stabbing into it, but his name was like, I don't know, some thug name.
Let's get that again, shall we?
This was one of our other stupid parodies.
I don't know.
This is the Aru sketch.
Yep, we're just two guys making copies.
Okay.
We're too wild.
All right, I gotta
Still,
find more
like,
stuff.
traipsing
So
up this, like, year and a
stop
half
this
years close. I don't have a wide angle.
Okay, definitely not in there. Or is it? Yeah, those gunshot noises. Yeah, I thought so too. I mean, that's why I went rolling. I was like, oh man, they were within 14,000. I was like, it's happening. I'm going to scoop it. I'm the first person to see it. I mean, not like 80 other people aren't doing this. But now that PewDiePie's definitely rallied in the last 45 minutes. I thought for sure it was going to happen. I mean, now it's back up to about 35,000. This has been close because up until this point, it's been in the hundreds of thousands. So, yeah, it'll definitely happen soon. How's my Python programming going along? Since, no, I realized I just don't, I don't have the mental fortitude. My, yeah, my ADDness is just not working with the Python or any programming. So, it's been hard enough just to even get the gumption to edit anything. So, no, I haven't really done anything. Mining Python. Well, that's what really inspired us when we started doing a lot of this dumb stuff. Was Monty Python, SNL, digital shorts. So, yeah, it would be good. I've been meaning to get these guys, some of my buddies who I play music with, to do some sketch comedy stuff, but they're like, everyone's so busy. My Anthony Peebles, the guy I play with, like his house got rocked by the hurricane, so he's staying with his friend John, and so they've been displaced out of their house for, you know, almost 2 months now. So everyone's just, you know, kind of at the end of the rope. Nah, I haven't played League. I had to uninstall. Just working a 60-hour plus a week job. I just don't have time for League, or you know, I won't end up spending any time with my family. So yeah, that's about the gist of that. Well, this has been fun, ladies and gentlemen. I thought we were going to witness the history-making moment. I guess not going to happen. I am not going to be able to concentrate, and I'm just so frustrated. I can't figure out where I put these videos. I'll probably have to ask Melissa. Maybe she knows. It's such a mystery to me where it would have gone. Hold on, I'll just make this go away for a second. Hey. Hey. Hello. You're not going to come in?
No, I'm trying to get to my closet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you streaming?
Yes. Okay, I'll turn it off. All right, so check back later today. We will be uploading this next vlog in the random access memory thing. So check it out. And yeah, I thought for sure we were going to witness some.
It's gonna happen sometime today, probably.
Yeah, so they got down to 14. They were 14 behind. 14,000 behind. And now it's back up to 38. So it'll happen sometime today, probably. Okay, thanks everyone for tuning in and talking. There will be a non-franting video uploading later today. So for you in India, it'll be in the morning. We will see you soon.